He is also the CEO of Roddenberry Entertainment. Please give it up for Eugene Roddenberry.
Thank you very much, Scott. And thank you to everyone here. This is quite spectacular. They did ask me to come out here and obviously give a few remarks on what the 60th anniversary means to me and maybe even posthumously my father. They also told me to keep it short. This is short enough. So let's go back to September 8, 1966. A science fiction TV show, unlike any other before it, was broadcast for the first time on television. It had spaceships, it had laser guns, had strange planets, even had weird-looking aliens. But that was never really the point, was it? This show wasn't about science fiction. This show was about us. It showed us a future where humanity had come together. It no longer feared the difference between themselves. We finally learned that it's our uniqueness and individuality that was the most important thing about life. Once humankind understood that, they built starships and the technology to reach across the galaxy. But here's the thing, the crew of the Enterprise, currently docked at Paramount Lodge, check it out, wasn't out there because they wanted to see something different. They went out there hoping to find someone who thought different. Someone who looked at the universe in a way different than humanity had ever thought of. So Star Trek actually gave that an idea that gave it a name. You guys know it. It's called IDIC, Infinite Diversity from Infinite Combinations. And to be 100% clear about this, IDIC never meant you had to drop your own views and blindly embrace someone else's. It just meant keeping an open mind to new ideas and new points of view. Because that is how we grow as a species, from new shared experiences. IDIC is the foundation of Star Trek, and I take it very seriously. Now, over the decades, I've spent a lot of time at conventions talking to fans, often hearing of stories of how this show it meant a lot to people. It comforted them, it inspired them, and in some cases, it genuinely changed their way of life. Now it's clear, Star Trek is not just science fiction entertainment. It's a show that makes people believe in a better future. It makes them believe in themselves. And more importantly, it makes them believe in each other. Star Trek is at its finest when stories make you think, even if they challenge you just a little and without shouting at you. Star Trek has always worked best when the messages are subtle, just enough to make you reconsider something you thought you already understood. To hand you a new perspective and let you guys decide what to do with it. That way of thinking didn't come out of nowhere. Gene Roddenberry, my father, and the creator of Star Trek, born August 19th, 1921. At a young age, he took to devouring books at the local library. He loved stories that would take you on a journey of exploration and discovery. As he grew, his love of adventure and storytelling grew with him. A lot of you don't know, he lived many lives before Star Trek. He flew over 80 combat missions in World War II. He saw death up close, and on some of those missions, he was the one who had to deliver it. Afterwards, he became a commercial airline pilot, flying one of the longest international routes of the day. On one such flight in 1947, while deadheading, the plane lost 3 of its 4 engines and went down in the Syrian desert. He was the only surviving officer and helped rescue a number of people from wreckage. After that, he hung up his wings, joined the LAPD, and that was right at the beginning of the Civil Rights era, when everyone was arguing about equality and ethics and governance. So through his many lived experiences, he really saw some of the worst of humanity, but he also saw some of the best. He saw our curiosity, he saw our courage, and he saw our compassion for each other. During his life, he'd been doing what all storytellers do, watching, listening, and most certainly questioning. He was trying to understand people, not just who we are, but who we might become. And this is the heart of Star Trek. He knew we were flawed, but he also knew we were capable of learning, capable of changing, and capable of rising above the fear and division that keeps trying to hold us back. That's the job Star Trek has, then and now. Not to save the future by itself, but to keep pushing us towards optimism and altruism. I have no doubt this is what my father would have thought, 6th-year anniversary. And it's something that I've taken to heart, and that's what it means to me. Now, the last 60 years of Star Trek could not have happened without an enormous group of people.